MW3-PIAZZA. It's a mid-sized Italian village, pitting the Inner Circle, stationed in the northeast, against the SAS in the southwest. Tight pathways and multiple levels encourage frequent close-quarter skirmishes, with the possibility of attack from behind, above and below. Shotguns and SMGs are the most popular choice, allowing rapid response times when encountering enemies around corners and within confined locations. Assault rifles perform well in the more open streets, and ground explosives like the Bouncing Betty, claymores and deadly IMS will trip up players that forget to watch their footing. Piazza can be broken down into 7 major sections: garden, drain, winery, fountain, square, street, and cafe. In the northeast, Garden overlooks the nearby coast and hosts objective points for several game modes. Positioned between the Drain Overlook and Cafe, skirmishes can erupt from multiple angles. The shaded flower bed is ripe for assassin defenders, waiting to get a shot on anyone running through, and the clear overview from Drain gives a broad view of the area for easy targeting on the ground. Up the northern staircases, Drain forms a tight junction to Winery and Street. Battle often breaks out between opposing forces coming up the stairs and behind the statue overhang. Grenades are tossed liberally, so watch your indicator and respond in kind if need be. If you're flashed or stunned, attempt to blind fire and get to cover. Progressing to Winery, a tight turn from the wine barrels to the top floor presents a high risk. Check your minimap to reduce the chances of taking fire when making the turn. Heading outside, the Winery Plaza opens players up to attack from all sides. Defenders often take position underneath the hotel entrance, while strike teams tend to rush in along the sidewalk and around the nearby guardhouse. Sleight of hand is particularly helpful here, reducing your chances of being caught off guard in the middle of a hectic firefight. Moving south, the whitewashed walls surrounding Fountain add the element of surprise to all movement in the area. Enemies can show up at close range in the blink of an eye, and opportunistic defenders often stake out the territory, taking out foes the moment they appear. On the attack, work with teammates to form a pincer strike, rushing in from the nearby walkway and square to overwhelm any opposition within. Another popular objective point, Square, is open to a multitude of routes on every side, from above and below. Capturing and, more importantly, defending the area is particularly difficult, requiring active surveillance of all possible entryways. When holding in a group, use the portable radar to drastically increase awareness for you and your team, and spread out to different corners in order to cover the widest range possible. Twisting through the centre of the map, Street acts as the primary vein that spills into each section of the map. Assault rifles perform more admirably through longer sightlines, and a cautious player can often land multiple kills by targeting enemies pouring in from the outside. When travelling across the map to a different location, stop in for a kill or two to up your point streak, and then move on before getting overwhelmed by incoming enemy traffic. Right in the middle, Cafe sits at the centre of Street's branching paths. Keeping with Piazza's general layout, attacks can come from any direction, from ground level and above. Shade in the rear tunnel offers some concealment to players entering the area, but a sharp left corner opens you up to attack from defenders lying in wait. The key to dominating in Piazza rests in your awareness of the field and the ability to quickly adapt to the engagement on hand. With junctions and tight pathways at every turn, careless movement will open you to flank attacks, time and time again. Speed and mobility are essential to your survival. Extreme conditioning is especially noteworthy here, allowing you to quickly traverse the battlefield and flank enemy positions with lightning speed. Defensively, the extra mobility will save your life in multiple situations. Get out when the odds are against you, and disorient your opponents as they give chase, turning the tables against them at the last moment. Due to the constant threat of attack in combination with the open skies, aerial kill streaks can really rack up the kills. A well-timed attack helicopter or Reaper will decimate enemy forces, and anyone brave enough to pull out a launcher and aim for the skies is likely to get taken out in the process. Learn when it's time to rush and when it's time to retreat. The player with the best sense of their surroundings will often survive the longest. The portable radar, UAV and heartbeat sensor can all help you get the drop on incoming enemies. But take your focus off the field for too long and you're a goner. Stay alert, act accordingly, and coast through to another easy victory.